Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the stream here. I certainly hope you guys are doing pretty good today, because I'm doing pretty good myself. Even before I logged on today, I see we already have a couple of people, or we had somebody subscribed. Josh, I'll go ahead and replay that one for you, sir. It didn't come up at all. All right, hold on. Oh, that's probably why, because I don't have it available on here, on this screen here. Let me get actually into the game here, because I've already got the game loaded up for us here. So there is that. So I think now we should hear it. There it goes. So Josh, thank you for subscribing, sir. I do appreciate it. We are actually in MechWarrior 5 today. A lot of people, I had a couple friends ask me if I was going to do another iRacing stream. Unfortunately, not today. We might do that one again next week. I'm going to try to get a little bit better at racing. I'm not great at it right now, but we'll see. I might have to try to go maybe look into investing into a cheap steering wheel just to get a little more competitive there. But today we're in MechWarrior 5, and here I actually do have a joystick and throttle that I do use, so I'll be a little bit better at that. Now, there's a couple things I do need to go over while we are... what happened after I stopped streaming the last time. So let's walk over here to the terminal here. Mech-wise, nothing really changed, except on the Annihilator. I actually found a planet with actually 4 LBX-10s, tier 3s. So I actually went ahead and equipped 3 of those. So they are now, if you look here, we actually have 3 of them. We actually have a couple backups as well. We have 2 backups as well. I think that's going to help us quite a bit. I'm actually going to swap out the tier 2 for a tier 3, just so that we all have a little bit more damage on there and a little bit faster firing rate with those things. And that'll work out just fine. Go ahead and swap those out. Found a bunch of other parts like that, just some better weaponry and things like that, so a little bit easier that way. I've noticed that there is no game audio right now. Hold on. That should... if you guys can hear the audio, I got a little peak there, so it should be on, might just be a little low, so let me turn it up just a little bit there. So nothing really else. I mean, I've got a lot of the mechs rearmed like they should be. A lot of tier 4 weaponry I did find. Just some better weapons for us to use on our mechs. Now, actually, there was an issue with this mech. If you remember last time, we had this mech completely destroyed. However, I actually have re-equipped it with some better weaponry. I do have a tier 5 extended range large laser I'm going to try on this thing. And then also have an SRM Artemis 4 that I got from a mission. So it's a pretty good weaponry there, plus some better medium lasers. And the Gauss rifle, only got a tier 2 right now, but that's okay with me. Yeah, I think this might be an interesting combination, give it a lot more range to it. This thing actually extends up to almost 1,300 meters. So I'll be interested to see how that works. I'm trying to remember the other upgrades we did. Oh, with this thing, actually did change this out a little bit. We get a lot of damage on this one. I'm going up to a tier 5 large laser on this thing, and an I can't speak this today, an LRM-15 stream with an Artemis 4 add-on. That actually had to take, I think, a little bit of armor off for this one, but that should do a lot more damage now. Fingers crossed it does. And then I actually have some tier, I do have a tier 4 AC-20 that I found is a little bit better. It's only a tier 3 right now, but I did do quite a few upgrades like that on the battle mechs. I don't think I did anything. I did lose the tier 5 AC-20 on the Atlas, unfortunately. So I had to change it out. I did put a LRM-20 stream on this one, so that'll work out pretty well. I think other than that, we really didn't do much else. However, I actually did find another pilot to replace the one we lost last time, and he is actually a 55 out of 60. And if you remember, the other one was actually a 48. So I've actually gained 7 points. He's already actually almost at pretty much where the other pilot was already. And he's still got 9 more points he can learn. So we have 2 really good pilots in there now. That I think we'll do a lot better with. And so we'll put them probably in the Victor and the King Crab once we get to it. And also pilot the Atlas, or not the Atlas, the Annihilator, and then I'll have Freeman pilot the Atlas itself. So that's pretty much, I've caught you up to what I did after the stream last week. If you remember last week, we actually had the turret fiasco where I was stuck in the terrain. but somehow I yet completed the mission, so I was pretty happy about that. But I think that the first thing we want to do is we're going to head out to the first mission here and try to take down this one. I have no idea how hard this one's going to be. Where are we at? Okay, we're actually here. I was going to see if there's any other weapons, but I think I traveled through all 3 of these and didn't really find anything. Let's head out to this place here. It's out in the unknown area, so I think this might be kind of interesting to see what's going to go ahead and head on. I don't really quite know, but we'll give it a try here. We only have one available contract here. It's a difficulty 90 mission, so it's going to give us a limit of 400 tons. So, let's get some damage coverage here. And so I know my head's covering up all this, but we actually get, I think, it looks like 13 negotiation points. So we'll get a bit of money. So we'll get about $3 million to complete this mission. We'll get some salvage shares. We can get some pieces from this one, because usually there's some pretty good salvage out of this. But for that kind of money, I think I'm going to boost up the salvage shares to 8. Well, let's boost it up to 20. I mean, all right, 22. We'll do 22. We're still getting $2.7 million. Plus, we do get a little bit extra just for completing the mission as well. But with a 22, we can usually get a heavy mech for that, and we can sell it for a good amount of money. So if we need to, we can. Let's see here. We want to throw our new guy in there. And then do we want to bring the Victor? I mean, that gets up to 380 out of 400. That would not be the worst thing in the world to bring 4 assault mechs. And it's a difficulty 90 mission, so we got to be a little more careful. You know, I don't know. If you remember from last time, we had a few issues with some harder missions. We'll give it a try with this one. If we can't do this one, we'll have to go find probably another Atlas or maybe another King Crab, maybe something like that. I've seen a couple of those around. That might be a little bit better for us. I don't know. And hopefully the rotation of the joystick is getting a little bit better, because we had a few issues with it just kind of stuttering a little bit. Hopefully that's been fixed by now. We'll see, though. Who knows how that's going to go, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, with Josh's subscription or following, I don't know how you want to say that, that should put us up to 37 or 36. We're down to less than 14 or 13 we need to get to 50, and I'm really surprised how fast. It seems like it took us forever to get to 25, but once we hit 25, it started going a lot faster. And maybe that's just me thinking that. But this has actually been pretty neat so far to see how, the support and everything, so that's pretty cool. I want to say this will be in, I think, 11 days, which I don't know what day that will be, like what the actual day of the week will be. Let me see here. So the 25th is a Tuesday, so we can actually do a little bit of a celebration on that Tuesday. So it's a week from this Tuesday. That would be our 6-month anniversary of streaming here on Twitch. So that'd be pretty cool to see. Maybe we can do something kind of special. Last time, what did we do last time? We were playing some game, and I cannot remember for the life of me. What were we playing? Transport Tycoon Deluxe, I think it was, for our last celebration. I don't know. We gotta find something maybe kind of fun to play with the community. Might be kind of fun to play with you guys if you want to play something kind of special, or if there's a game I've been looking into Fall Guys. I've heard Fall Guys. I mean, I've seen some games of that. That looks actually kind of fun. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be kind of interesting to see if what we can do. We got about a little over a week or so to figure it out. So I'll think of something. It won't be too awful bad. Although, unfortunately, this game is taking forever to load, like it is normally, but, kind of happens. Grab some water here while I'm thinking about it. This seems like, well, I guess fair enough. Story missions are a lot longer than normal missions. They do take a lot longer to load. It kind of makes sense. Now, with our last story mission, though, we did have, you know, we have one less better pilot, or we have a better pilot than last time, and we got quite a few better, I think, quite a few, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Just some better weapons than we did last time, you know, more higher tier weapons that hopefully should make it a little bit easier. I gotta be a little more careful with the LBX-10s, because I usually run out of ammo with those. Especially with these story missions, they take a lot longer to do, so we gotta be a little more careful with that. That's what I was kind of concerned about with the last mission. We would just run out of LBX ammo way before the end of the mission, so gotta be a little more conservative on how we use that. I've also been thinking maybe, oh, let's see, this has four ballistic slots. If I'm not mistaken, there's another Annihilator that actually has more energy slots. That might be kind of interesting to try to build like a 4 medium pulse laser one, and then maybe like an LRM-20 if they can do that. That might be an interesting one to try out. I don't know how well that would do, but we can always take a look here. See if we can maybe find one. If we do, that might be our 4th assault mech, the fourth 100-ton assault mech, I should say. That might work out pretty well. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how well that will go, but yeah. Still loading the game though. This is taking a lot longer than I expected. Come on, game. There we go. Alright, guys, if you also, this is Battletech, so if you guys have any questions about it, you know, you're more than welcome to ask about it. Oh boy, I think we've got a few issues with this thing already rotating as I don't want it to.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The target is Comstar's communications hub. It needs to be reduced to rubble in order to limit their operating proficiency in the region. I've marked its location on your map, Commander. Copy that.
I will wait till the ship takes off.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
So pretty much I just have to walk straight through it, so we'll give it a minute. We'll let it take off.
On your trail, Commander.
It's hilarious, you know, the first pilots we got were like, you know, hold on, let me turn the game audio down just a tiny bit because it looks like it was peaking above me. I don't want to have, so you guys can still hear me a little bit. I've noticed in some of the MechWarrior ones that it can be that the game's a little bit louder than I am, so I have to talk up a little bit, and then I think we'll be okay. But I've also noticed when we started doing this, the pilots we had were like private first class. I think the two right now we have like lieutenant commander or lieutenant, a major, and a captain maybe, and then I'm the commander. I don't know, it was something like that. It was interesting, but I see this is stuttering just a little bit. Well, I might have to go through either. Might just have to troubleshoot the.
I could relax in a place like this for months.
I might have to try to see if I can troubleshoot what's going on. I might just have to unplug it and replug it back in. That's no big deal. You see what I mean? I'm not touching not touching it at all, and it's just all the way over. Why it's doing that? Maybe after this mission, though, real quick, I can. What in the world? Something happened up there, and I have no idea what it was. Oh, they're shooting stuff. All right, well. Didn't know they were destroying stuff over here, but I guess they are. trying not to use my LBXs because I want to save those for some heavier mechs. So I got a feeling this mission might be a pretty mech-heavy mission. Looks like they might want to have us go up this valley here. I could be wrong, but so it looks like they're also coming from this side. So I think we're going to head this way. These heavy tanks is what I'm kind of worried about. These big guys right here, that's... Those are the big ones that I'm kind of concerned about because they're hitting us hard already. Alrighty, well, we already taken the brunt of most of this. We haven't even got to that facility yet, which is a bit concerning because that's like it takes it takes, you know, quite a beating. That's all I'm saying. You can already tell. I mean, we saw all the paint on it, so it's not like it's the worst thing. Probably the front of it's actually worse than this, but oh well. We'll get our lance form back up. We'll head over to... Hopefully we can get right to the objective. Don't know quite yet. Hey John, how's it going this afternoon? I think I can actually see the facility up there now. I think we have the slowest mech in the world. We will not be identifying ourselves. We will identify ourselves via our lasers. Oh boy, hold on. That's what I'm worried about right here. Those assault mechs. Alright, buddy. Got a Jaeger mech here. This is what I figured, you know, we probably would hit a lot of these bigger mechs here. But that guy's dead already. Another Jaeger mech there. I'm almost dead. That's not ideal. I'm about to restart the mission no matter what, but I didn't think I would lose this bad. Yep, that was not good. I think I'm about to die. I think I have little to no armor left on this thing, which is not ideal. Well, go ahead and limp out of this fight here. I don't think I can actually... We're going to restart. Let's just be honest here. We're going to restart, but... Now we know how much stuff is actually here, because my lord, there's a lot of stuff here. Yep, there it goes. All right, well, that's gonna be a restart. All right, so while we reset, though, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the. Go ahead and unplug the joystick really quick and replug it back in. See if maybe that'll help it a little bit. So how I do it, though, so I have my joystick on my desk, and I actually have an overhead panel right here. That overhead panel actually controls my headset, I think both the throttle and the joystick itself, and the webcam. So all three of them, it's a little overhead panel, a little 4-switch USB hub. That's what I use for. Switching everything. You know, I think we got a second, so we can only take the camera here. Don't want to do this too awkwardly. But yeah, if you see right here, kind of see my setup. So yeah, that is the switch right there that I use. I control everything with. I think that might have been having some issues. You can see my screen there. So it's pretty neat. Don't have too much cable on this camera. I really can't show you too much, but you know, go ahead and set that right back there on top of the monitor. There we go. And then, you know, so I'm thinking that might have been what was causing the issue. I could be wrong. You know, it could just be that, you know, there might be a software issue or something like that. That I might just have to roll back the driver or something like that real quick on it. It shouldn't take too hard. It shouldn't be too hard. So what do we learn from the first attempt? Well, we learned to send in our guys first, which I always forget that. I always forget that line. We always got to send our guys in first.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The target is ComStar's communications hub. It needs to be reduced to rubble in order to limit their operating proficiency in the region. I've marked its location on your map, Commander. Copy that. Following your lead.
So we're just gonna walk up this way. I think we're gonna pretty much go the same way we did last time. But for some reason we were, you know, even though we're the slowest mech of our 4, for some reason they're always still behind us. I don't understand that, but maybe that's just me. Because there's the Victor, and then there's the King Crab in front of us now. So we might need to pick up the pace just a little bit here. And then there's our Atlas. And if it still becomes an issue that we're having, if we're still having issues with not being able to survive, there goes that thing again. I might have to fix some things, or might have to go into the settings and try to play around with it, see if for some reason this is acting up a little bit. If I uninstall the driver, it might roll back to a better one. Stuff like that does happen. So I'm gonna stop here. Need to focus on that guy. Before he actually gets to us. There's that one gone. Head for somewhere else. We need to get those guys over here now. I'm going to back up because I know this thing is not... If we're already getting hit this hard, this early, we need to back up just a little bit because not using LBXs, these things are not the greatest things in the world to go long range with. So I'm kind of hiding behind this hill, letting my other 2 guys who are able to use some of their bigger weapons take them down. Even though they're only firing AC-2s at us, you know, they have I think 5 AC2s, so it's, you know, still potent. This guy doesn't want to go down. There he goes. Some of those partisan heavy tanks are a pain in my butt sometimes. But we don't nearly have as much damage as we did last time, so that's pretty good. There's still 1 or 2 of them out here, though, so gotta be a little careful. Ooh, that guy's a little different. That's a Demolisher. Demolisher heavy tanks carry 2 AC-20s, which, if you haven't been here before, the AC-20 is, like, I'm pretty sure, probably the most feared weapon in this game. A tier 5 AC-20 to the head will pretty much is an insta kill, and it's a little difficult to do. I mean, but people have done it before, so it's, you know, once you kind of get used to your mech. Like, this mech doesn't have an AC-20, but the Atlas, you know, did have a tier 5 AC-20. And there were some, especially the lighter mechs, you could just hit them and they would just pop. It was amazing, but you got to be a little careful with them, though, because they don't usually have a lot of ammo to them, especially the single shot ones. The burst fire ones they're a little more accurate that way with burst fires, because you can kind of spread your shots, but they don't do as much damage. So the single shot AC-20s are amazing. You just got to be careful with them. Alright, let's just kind of slow down just a little bit and let the smaller stuff come to us, or let them shoot missiles at them, so that we have less to deal with here when we have to go destroy the base. I'm gonna have a feeling that we're going to have to at least defeat the mechs. The tanks and stuff like that I can kind of deal with while destroying the base, but the mechs are a little harder to ignore because they can put out a lot of damage. Alright guys, let's back up here. Matter of fact, let's come right here. That javelin, take out first. It's dead. That cicada might have to be next. See, if I don't trigger the base attack yet, I think we can start taking out some of these tanks before we really have to get into it. But it looks like we've triggered some of these guys, so... Alright, guys, take out that Jaeger mech. This cicada is going down, but it doesn't want to stop moving. That's the problem. Holy cow. What happened to that king crab? Something happened. I don't know what, but something pretty big happened to that mech. Alright, Jaeger mech next, guys. Something is tearing up. Something is tearing up our battle mechs, and that's almost 2 down already. What in the world? There's the J. Edgar. There's some turrets. But I don't think. That's really odd. I don't know what is doing that. Yep, I got a feeling we'll have to restart this one once again. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. There's that guy gone. I need to figure out what in the world is tearing us up so bad that I mean, I get it, there's a lot of tanks over here, but I don't think they'd be this bad. Yeah, I don't know what was doing that. Good lord, that's we might have to deal with the tanks more first, and then we do the mechs themselves. I mean, the Jaeger mechs are pretty good, and the Cicada I could care less about, because Cicada usually doesn't mount anything big. So what I might do is have my guys wait around that corner, run up, kind of trigger it, and then run back, hopefully, and then just try to, as they come to us, just peel them off a couple at a time. That's the best way I can think to do this until we can get most. I mean, I could be wrong. I think it was mostly those tanks doing that to us. I mean, I really don't see what other way that, or what other unit or anything like that would be doing that to us. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that might be it. I could be wrong, but we'll see though. Could be something that just, not something I'm not seeing either. It's very possible. Now, hopefully, this won't turn into 2 streams ago, where we spent the first 2 hours of the stream trying to complete one mission. But fair enough, that mission was a lot longer, and we would fail right at the end, and that was kind of the issue with it. This one, I think, is just... I think if we can peel off enough of those tanks and destroy them, I don't think we'll have too big of an issue after that. But getting to that point is going to be a little difficult. Like that King Crab went from like full health to dead. And I have, that kind of shocked me the first time I saw that. So because the other kind of strategy we could do is just make a beeline right for the city and just fight them in there, because their whole point is trying to defend that base. Well, if we're running through the base itself, hitting the buildings, and then their stray shots miss us and hit the buildings themselves anyways, kind of the same way with defense contracts if we do that. So, we'll see. I don't know how well it's going to go, but it could be wrong. I don't know why I'm so tired today, though. I mean, I went to bed at 1 a.m., but I got up at 9, so it's not like, or about 9:30 really, but so good amount of sleep. What's that? Andre, I think it's 111 Andre 111. I guess this is a campaign mission. This is towards the end of the game. I'm trying to think what campaign mission this would. I don't remember. This is called Blackout, I believe. So this is a little bit difficult, so far. It's a little bit longer missions. They're letting us bring 400 tons of mech. So, with that much tonnage, you would, you can kind of guess how difficult it's going to be. So, all right, I'm gonna let my guys go in front of me here. Hopefully, They can take out some guys. I'm going to stay in the back a little bit. Because this mech is not... The Annihilator itself, they've called it a glass cannon. And if you know anything about a glass cannon, they're usually really strong, but they don't take too many hits. Like the Atlas is just a beast of a mech. This thing will just take a beating and keep going. And maybe that's why I did so well in it, because I was more used to that. Whereas this mech, it's a little bit, you have to kind of stand back a little bit more. So maybe switching to the Atlas might not have been the greatest idea in the world. At least for my style of play. Although I do like the LBX-10s. Those are really fun to play with. Alright guys, let's get up here. Start killing people. There's that one. Oh, that's where I'm carrying. I want to get rid of that as soon as I can. With haste. Because those things, once they get into range, those things are a pain in the butt. They take a while to get in range. So you can take them out pretty easily. And the Partisans is what I want to take out next. There's that one dead. So let's get rid of that. That's Demolisher. I want to get rid of that as fast as I can. I'm wondering if there was Demolishers in that group near the base. Because that would make sense. Because the Demolishers themselves actually carry 2 AC-20s. They're really slow though. But the AC-20 has a pretty good range to them anyways. So, I don't know, to be totally honest with you. But we're going to try this strategy here to kind of have these guys wait just a little bit. And hopefully we can kind of draw out a few at a time until we get the forces kind of whittled down enough to where we don't have to worry about it. Kind of the idea, at least. So let's see here. I might have my guys hold about here. So let me go ahead and assign them to about there. So you'll see here all my guys will start moving to that one point, which is what I want them to do, and they'll hold here. We did this. We did this at another mission. The one at the Black Inferno Fortress. We did it there as well, and it seemed to work out pretty well. Matter of fact, I could probably move him a little. You know what? I probably can move him a little bit closer. I don't know if I want to though, because I am gonna when I first get hit, I'm gonna start backing up. Or once I trigger it, because they can still launch missiles and everything back from back there too. So it's not like they're useless from back there. As long as I spot them, they can launch missiles at them. So that is a pretty neat idea. And I think the Atlas and the King Crab have missiles, so. Maybe the Victor does too, I'm not sure. Just back up just a little bit here, because I did, see if I can maybe draw him back into where the, within missile range here. Maybe not. Another Scorpion right there. Alright, we're getting some mechs now. Or we got a mech. We got probably Cicada. Yeah. I like using the cicadas for some reason. I never, I just don't see the reason for them. There's a cicada. Let's get rid of the cicada here. Alright, I was trying to curious what the Javelin was mounting, because the Javelin's not a bad light mech. Certain configurations are better than others, but Alright, we're all still alive, so that's good.
Enemy destroyed.
This is exactly what I wanted. Wanted them to come to us. And in small batches like this. Oh, that could be an issue. That's a manticore. He's dead now, but, you know. We're just going to make a small junkyard out of here of all their tanks. Well, it might have been the first batch we pulled, so that was not too bad. Oh, there's another one. Hold on. That's SRM carrier. He's dead. Now, LRM carrier. Destroyed. See, most of these tanks are really easy to take out. But if you get them all at once, if you had all those tanks coming at you at once and firing at you at once, yeah, I can see why that could be an issue. But we've already eliminated a lot of them, so we go forward here to see if I can spot any more. Maybe try to pull some more out here. So that's a dropship coming in. I bet you that's where all those mechs come from. I can almost guarantee that's where all those mechs come from. They probably will drop off the big four. I don't even see where that came from. That's not good. But if he's coming after me, I'm okay with that. There's some helicopters in the area. There he is. Got him. Alrighty, so there we go. We got Spider, got a Locust coming after us. I mean, they gotta know we're out here because, I mean, they just so lost, what, 10 or 12 tanks to us. That guy's dead. Yeah, this is going a little bit better than it was last time. Let's kill the cicada now. Our guys remain back here. Come on, just die, please. Didn't want to. There's a scorpion there. There we go. So there is that. Let's see if we can pull any more of these guys out of here before we actually have to move in onto the base. Look at this. It's just a whole field of fire. It looks a lot better now. I mean, you know, for what it is. Alright, Shadowhawk. Meet all my assault mechs. He's dead. That was a lot. Back online now. Hopefully, we'll get it back going here. Yeah. So my computer decided it didn't feel like running anymore and decided to throw a blue screen of death. I don't know why it would have done that, but it did. And so we are back. Well, at least I'm back online. It should be. If you can hear me but don't see me, go ahead and either, if you're on your PC, go ahead and just like refresh Twitch. If not, go ahead and like I had to reopen my app on my phone, so shouldn't be too awful bad here. It's gonna be one moment. We're getting the game low. Oh, I think the Streamlabs decided to crash on me here. Man, this would be a great thing to see. It's a little like it's streaming. I could be wrong, but I can't really tell because it's like for some reason it looks like my computer's soft locked. So I don't know if my graphics card display just decided to go a little crazy here or what. But I am here. We're still getting some stuff loaded back up here. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Hold on, I think it's coming back now. I'm starting to see things. There, good. I think we're getting back up here. It might just take a couple minutes for me to get back into MechWarrior 5, although unfortunately we will have to restart that mission. We were doing so well on it too, which really kind of sucks because, but unfortunately computer issues happen. It's happened before to us in different games, but so yeah, now we get about a couple minutes just to figure out what we want. If you want to chat for a little bit, you can. If you guys have any questions about the game or anything like that, go ahead and just throw them and just send a message in the chat room there. I'll try to answer as much as I can. Yeah, I've been running that poll on the just right below the stream here of if people know what BattleTech is or not, and it's usually about an even split on whether they do know or not. Usually it's like people have heard of it before, but just don't know exactly what it is. So it's interesting. It's one of the older games out there. I know it's the original. It was a tabletop game originally. I think it started in the early '80s, and then eventually became both a first-person shooter and a turn-based strategy game. I think there actually was a real-time strategy game as well. I think it was called Mech Commander, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so essentially there's 3 different versions of the BattleTech universe. I mean, you saw the tabletop games; they still play them quite a bit. If you go on YouTube, you can watch things like Death from Above, or I think there's also one called No Guts, No Galaxy, which is a pretty good one. So you have the tabletop game and the books. There's a lot of books that are just novellas and novels, things like that people can read. And then you have things like there's 3 different styles of games. You have the Mech Commander, the real-time strategy game. Now those are a little bit older, like I'm talking like late 90s, early 2000s kind of game. Then you have the MechWarrior series, which is what we're playing here. Go ahead and mute the game audio while it loads. So you have the MechWarrior one, which is one we're playing here. Go ahead and pop the game open though so you guys can see. And so that is like your first person shooter one. This is number 5. Number 1 is a very blocky, like it's very blocky, very, very low poly kind of thing. Same with number 2, but number 2 kind of really upgraded it quite a bit. And then we had MechWarrior 3. MechWarrior 3 was the first 3D one, and that one was the first one I ever played, and that was fantastic. Then 4 kind of expanded on that, and then it's been quite a few years, and then this is number 5. But there's also MechWarrior Online, which is also part of that first-person shooter category. With the first-person shooters, though, that kind of took a little bit different turn. There's no story to MechWarrior Online, but essentially usually it's a 15-on-15 fight between 2 teams. So, think of like World of Tanks or World of Warships, things like that, but it's MechWarrior. And then you also have the turn-based games that came out called, or there's only one game in this series it's just called BattleTech. And it's a turn-based strategy, very similar to what the board game is. Because actually one of the original creators of the board game actually works for that company. And so I think actually both do, to be honest with you. Could be wrong about that. But that is it's a turn-based strategy game. Think about like XCOM, but instead of having the 4 soldiers or 5 soldiers, I don't remember exactly. I've played XCOM a little bit, but not too much. You actually have 4 mechs. You're fighting vehicles and mechs like this, but it's all turn-based. And that's a really fun game too to play. A little bit slower, so if you're maybe a little bit older gamer, maybe like taking a little bit more time, thinking that my dad's a huge fan of that as well. He loves playing BattleTech, and usually he'll play BattleTech while he's watching my streams like this. So it's pretty neat. But also there actually is another game called BattleTech from like the early 90s, I believe it is. It's a 2D version of MechWarrior. It is more of a turn-based game, but you're also piloting your own mech, and I think you actually have 2 or 3 squad mates. But it's a kind of a short story. I think you can beat the game in like an hour and a half. So it's a pretty quick game, but still rather fun too. So. You know what? I just noticed the game is not coming up. That's a little odd. Because it should. I'm saying should. I don't know if it will or not. But it should actually load us right back into the mission here. So we don't have to go back to the ship or anything. However, we just got to be careful. Yeah, so it's. I think since it crashed on us, it kind of went back to yesterday's settings. So it went back to Planet Coaster. But it should pop up here. There it goes. It should pop up here momentarily. So we should all be good there. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, just let me know about BattleTech or anything like that. You know, Andre asked if this was the campaign missions we're doing. Yes, this is a very late on, I would say. I don't know. I've never actually beat this game, so I don't know how many more missions there are. Turn the game audio back on for you. Well. I accidentally hit night vision. I didn't know that was, like I said, I'm like, the game looks really weird for some reason, and I have no idea why. Well. Alright, so, what did we learn for the past 2 attempts? Number 1, if your computer blue screens in the middle of the mission, not a great thing. Number 2, let your guys go in first. And number 3, if we need to stay back. I think that was the best strategy we had so far. And it seems like it saved our mechs from a lot of damage, as well as it kind of bit off all the enemies a little bit at a time, so that we didn't have to fight them all at once. I'm going to grab some water. From the completely conveniently placed cup holder in the cockpit. Honestly, if I'm not mistaken, though, in MechWarrior Online, you actually could get cup holders in your mech cockpit as like a visual thing. I never did, but you know, that's still a great game. If you guys want to play a MechWarrior game and you don't want to spend a lot of money or spend any money, MechWarrior Online is a free game to play. So. Can you get your feet wet into MechWarrior without actually spending any money? You can use a mouse and keyboard for it. That's what I did when I first started playing that game. It's a little bit more difficult with a mouse and keyboard, but once you kind of get used to it, it's not too awful bad. Alright, I don't see anybody yet. This isn't ideal. Because I usually came from this direction to start out with. But I don't see these guys at all. Well, this isn't good. Alright, well, I guess we turn back this way and start heading up the coast a little more. Not 100% sure what's going on, but alright. There's some helicopters coming after us. There we go. Think he may have used his AC-20 on that helicopter. Bit overkill, but alright, not too awful bad. let's. Another helicopter over the hill here. Yep. Where is he? There we go. There's that guy down. Yeah, I think what happens is this mission can randomly generate different enemies to fight, and I think the 4 behind us actually became helicopters, which kind of makes some sense a little bit. No, there's the tank we got to take out. There's another demolisher there. So there's a tank behind us, looks like. Maybe what happens is that those enemies spawn farther away, and it just took them a minute for it to catch up. Now they're starting to kind of surround us a little bit, but not too bad. Got a couple left here. Alright, so we got those guys down. So far, not too awful bad here. I'm going to go ahead and leave my guys probably right there is where we left them last time. See here, our mech's taking a bit of a beating already. But, I mean, last time we took them down these enemies down here pretty quick and in kind of smaller batches. So I'm not too concerned. Actually, you know what? Let me move them up here just a little bit closer. That should get them to a point where they don't engage, like run forward and engage the base. But should give you enough time to run back and to defeat those guys, or to run back and be able to keep getting hit by those guys. So, all right, let's try this one more time. Hopefully, it won't take us any more times, because we're already an hour into this and we still haven't completed this one mission. All right, guys, missiles, please. Missile, please. That still might be too far away. But that missile platform's coming straight for me here. Or was. Alrighty, there he is. There he is. There's the missiles. Anybody else want to come after me? Here we go. SRM carrier. Let's try backing up just a little bit here. Hopefully the guys on the right here hopefully will start coming after us. That's the hope, at least. Although I don't see them, which is not... Oh, hold on. We got some helicopters that my guys can take down. You guys following me now, or are they trying to regroup still? Oh, they're still regrouping. Alright. Alright, well, I didn't pull anybody, unfortunately. I was hoping when we destroy a couple of these tanks. Aha! There we go. These guys just came up a little different way, that's all. I think that they're coming from over here this time. Alright, well, I'm okay with that. The Javelin does not like our Atlas. Yep, that was not too hard of a mech to take down there. Alright, so we'll get our first couple of tanks out of the way here. LRM carrier, it's not good to see. Got him down though. Oh, we got a probably cicada back here, if I had to guess. Yeah. That guy was just obliterated. It's fantastic. Kind of using the ooh, there's some LRM carriers come around the corner here. Now that we've set half the forest on fire, Smokey will not be happy about us, but hey, that's okay. This is a war zone after all. Well, literally it's not a war zone, we're just creating a war zone from this place, but there's where I wanted to hear. That should be the mechs dropping in now. So let's book it, let's turn around and book it back. Because those mechs should now come after us. And, if I did this correctly, those light mechs should come first, and then probably the Jaeger mechs probably after that. Then the Awesome will be kind of by himself. I know this isn't the most fun way to do something like this, but this is probably the way we're going to survive it the easiest. So let me turn around here and see if I can maybe hopefully those light mechs are coming after us. That's kind of the hope, at least. If they're not, I'll have to go forward again and try to pull more again. But just as I say that, right here they come on schedule, on time. Dang it, I keep missing these, the light mech. Alright, well, I think... Alright, so there's a cicada out here we're going to take down next. But as to where the cicada went, there he is. There's a Shadowhawk there. Something's hit me hard. I don't know what it is. Form up on me, guys. They're dropping more mechs off. There's that cicada. Hold on. I think that guy's got to be almost dead. But unfortunately, I think he can outrun me. this is what I was kind of concerned about here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. So far, this mission's going pretty well, I think. Well, come back to me then. Come back over here. I'm going to cover their retreat. What is that thing? That's a Jaeger mech. Yeah, most mechs, not too much of a difficulty for me. Well, it was like if I go full on, like, you know, LBX ammo, LBX, you know, usage. I want to pull these guys back just a little bit to make sure that they don't just get their head ripped off. They're hitting something. As to what, I'm not sure. They are trying to hit something. Oh, it's an urban mech. We haven't seen one of these in a while. And that's why. All right, I think we're good to move in now. Well, I say good. I think it's at least decent enough so we can probably move in and be okay. I know there's probably at least another Jaeger mech over there. There's probably an awesome over there, if I had to guess. Plus, I don't have any more tanks or anything like that, but I know there's probably quite a bit more. You know what? Actually, stay with me, guys. Probably, I just don't want to be caught out by something else, you know, that we didn't expect, unfortunately. There is a... Oh, it's a rifleman this time. All right, I can live with that. And I see the Victor, or the awesome over there as well. Oh, it's 2 riflemen. Let's take those guys out first, guys. Ooh, this game does not like me right this second here. How much ammo's flying right now. How bad is the cicada? Not bad. Oh, great. This is not going to end well. Let's take out the awesome next. You know what, actually, this rifleman is not ideally, you know, not good for us either here. Alright, we need to back up a little bit. What in is it? Holy cow! Is it like 3 more riflemen here? And 2 more awesomes. Alright, well, that's not great. Oh, those are Jaegermechs. I'm sorry. All right. Well, awesome's gonna be. All right. I'm going after this other awesome by myself, I guess. Oh boy, I'm missing both arms now. That's not good. Yep, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm out of ammo for those LBXs now. And I've only got 2 medium lasers left. So, I got a feeling we might have to restart this one. Once again. You guys better hurry because I'm about to die. Yep. Dang it. Alright, well. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. And we're almost halfway through the stream already. So this isn't great. Alright, new strategy. I'm going to run into the middle of that base as fast as I can. That's going to be the goal. We're going to try to take as little mechs out as we can as possible. We're going to try to run through that base and get out of there as fast as we can. Fair enough, I don't have the fastest mech in the world. But that's what we're going to try. Whether that's going to work or not, I'm not sure. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of mechs there, and I just don't have the ammo, unfortunately, to really take those guys on. While it's nice to have all that LBX ammo and things like that, yeah, I don't think we can survive that long, or survive, to get all that completed. So, what I think we're going to do, we're going to try to take out some of the tanks on the outside, and then, we might, start out just sitting back a little bit and taking some tanks out, and then we're just going to run straight in. If we run straight into the city and make sure they have to fight us in that city, it shouldn't take us too long to take out that city by itself. Then at that point, once the city's down, we should be able to leave. If that's true, we can then just run out. That's kind of the idea. Although I guess, yes, it's taken us, we're almost halfway through the stream, but we did have the error, the computer error. We also, we started on time, but we did do a little bit beforehand. So, it still sucks. Because I want to move on from this mission, I want to do some other stuff. I want to see the rest of the game.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapon.
I think the more, what? Alright, I think this run, we're just going to do a kamikaze run. So, essentially what we're going to do, everybody's going to form up on me. The first couple of fights just outside the base there, we're still going to fight like normal. Kind of like, everybody go in at once, but then after that, it's to be full throttle to the base, take it out and run. That's kind of the plan for this try through this mission. Because there is a lot of people on this one, and I can see why it's difficulty 90. But also at the same time, I've to get a max lance in this one for max tonnage, you'd have to have 4 assault mechs that are 100 tons each, which I think we have all 3 of the 100-ton ones. So we have to get a duplicate somewhere, which would probably be an Atlas. Let's be honest here. But essentially, I've seen people do it with a lot smaller mechs. There's missions out here that I've seen like people use a grasshopper for, that just because they're rather fast and they can jump too. So it's a lot harder to hit them, which I get. But I figured you just want the raw firepower is what I would want. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But, alright, let's slow down here because it looks like there's something just popped up behind us. I don't know how that worked out. Even though this is a kamikaze run, I still want as much armor as I can get on this tank or on my mech, so that I can at least survive getting to the city here. So I think once we get into the city, I think it'll be a lot easier. I could be totally wrong. You know, I could just be making all this up and we, you know, die instantly on our approach. But we'll see. So I think with these LBXs, I think I'll be able to tear through buildings pretty quickly. So I don't think destroying the city won't be too hard of a challenge. It's just getting to that city is going to be a bit of a challenge. And I am the slowest mech, so if I can make it, everybody else should be able to make it. Man, these tanks do not want to go down. And this is not even at the city yet. We're still trying to fight our way to that city. Or communications outpost, what do you want to call it. Alright, so we're, you know, a little worse for wear, but could be worse. Gotta let the heat cool down a little bit here. If after this run I don't get it, I'll Google and see how other people are doing it. See if maybe I can figure out something from there. That's what I had to do last time when we had that one mission we couldn't beat. It's like there's only like every once in a while I'll get a mission like the first time it was the fuel factory I had some issues with, and then we moved on from there and we you know, we had some, you know, most story missions we could blow right through, no problem. And then we had the one a couple of streams ago that we're having issues with. Now we're having issues with this one. So yeah, I don't know. It's a little annoying sometimes that you can beat some and be just fine, and then other times you're just having a lot of issues. I have no idea why. Which, you know, it might just be kind of, I guess, the random generation of things, and not everything's randomly generated, but like. Starting location will be, some of the enemy spawn points will be. Alright, so here we go. I think from here we just go full throttle and we don't stop until we hit that city. And yes, by the way, this is full throttle for me. Yes, I do realize there is a lot of mechs already on this field. Take that guy out. Yeah, I bet you this heat's going to be critical, because that... trying to destroy this stuff as fast as I can. Nobody's firing at me for some reason. That's really odd. Well, I mean, they're probably firing at me, but they're hitting buildings and stuff like that too, so... Yep, that's not what I wanted to see. Come on, we're already down to... It's already... Oh, wow, it's already down to 57%. I'm using buildings as shields now. Those look important. I'm sure that taking those in will be nice. Watchtower there. Take that out. Ooh, these look important. Yep, this is... This is what I was concerned about, just trying to overheat and not... my camera won't center. There we go, there's some fresh building here. Come on. Alright, that's it. Alright, now we run. I think I'm going to lose all three of my mechs, aren't I? That would suck. I'm going to run an interference for them. I don't care if they can target me or not. You know what, since we're heading out... Suck it, Jaeger mech. Yep, I lost one. Problem is these guys can still be attacked while in the loading screen for some reason. I have no idea why, but we did complete the mission. That was ridiculous. Why in the world would it... I don't know. I mean, technically, if we lost a pilot, that would suck, but... I don't know. We actually, you know, fair enough. I actually had all my limbs still on my mech. Somehow, I saw armor on my mech. I don't know how that happened. But I think that guy that was injured or killed was, or you know, taken down was in the King Crab. So who knows how damaged that's going to be, or the other two mechs. I think my mech, I just got to throw the armor back on and I'll be fine. I may have scratched the paint a little bit, but you know, I realized that we negotiated a lot for salvage, and we really didn't take a lot of, and we actually didn't take a lot of mechs out. I didn't even think about that. Well, this is going to be great. Well, hopefully we can find enough salvage there that either A, we can repair all of our mechs, or B, we can sell so we can get enough or enough money so we can repair our mechs. Either way, I'd be okay with. Ooh, that doesn't look great. Oh, it's still spinning. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Anything good out here? Not at all. That's not great. I'll take the AC-20. We'll just take the expensive stuff, so we can sell it later. I'll take a medium laser. All right. Nope, just injured. Awesome. Does need quite a few repairs. Looks like it looks like only the Atlas lost an arm, maybe the torso actually. Looks like the Victor lost both arms. But look at this. 4.5 million C-bills, an auto cannon 20. It's a tier 5 again. Ugh. Ooh, manufacturer. Death Giver. Awesome. That's pretty cool. And it's, ooh, a medium pulse laser. Claim those. Yeah, we'll have to go speak to Rihanna first before we move on. By the way, this is actually our shuttle. I know we haven't been here in a while, but this is what it looks like. This is what's left of our... That's the king crab. I don't know what in the world happened to that thing, but... yeah, you can actually see our Annihilator actually looks pretty decent for being in that. So, yeah, it's not too bad. All right, what's Rihanna got?
Hi, Commander. This encryption program is fascinating. It's also frustrating as hell. Each set of codings the file had was designed to make it progressively more difficult to unlock, though I'm not certain why. That said, I've been tackling all three of them in parallel, and with Spears' help, progress has accelerated nicely. Truth is, if it weren't for the advanced computing resources made available by IE, I'd never have unlocked them. That's my long-winded way of telling you that I've managed to crack the second set of coordinates and
Ooh.
finally unlocked another potential clue to your father's past.
That's great. I hope these coordinates reveal more than the last second.
Have faith, Commander. Get us to that system and let's see what we find. You never know. We might just get lucky.
Copy that. Inform Spears that we're on the move. I don't want to wait around here a second longer than we have to.
Understood.
All right, so we're going to travel to the next one here. We go back out to the... Let's see, that we're going all the... Ooh, oh, crap. We're actually going to go back here first because I need some repairs. And it's going to cost us a fortune. Well, actually, they might not be able to do them out there. So let's come back here, repair our mechs, make sure our guys healed and everything, and then we'll go back out. Alright, so battle mechs. Our Annihilator. I'm just gonna hit repair mechs. Start it. We'll start with the Victor this time. Hit repair also. We've lost an AC-20 and 2 medium lasers. I don't want to put the good AC-20 on there because where its location is at. I might just... Ooh, there's a burst fire. It's a pretty good burst fire actually. Go ahead and buy that and I'll put it on there. I know, once again, I'm not a huge fan of burst fire, but, you know, not too awful bad there. 2 medium lasers there. I think that just actually will fix that mech up. Costs just $250,000. Not too awful bad. To edit the loadout on this one, gonna hit repair all and realize that we lost this AC-20. This is actually where I wanted to put that other AC-20 at. This is a good one on the Atlas, just because I know that mech can actually protect that... gun a little bit better. Not really good in the way of lasers on that market, but there we go. That mech's back up and running now. The King Crab. Let's see how bad this one got. All right, repair all. We lost it, the LRM-15 with Artemis, but I think we actually have another one. Or not. That's not great. We have a 15 streak here. Alright, we'll put that in here. We'll have to take out the Artemis ammo and just put regular LRM ammo in it, which is fine. Even though, I mean, it got destroyed, so it's not like... Alright, we'll put a single heat sink there. We do need some AC-20 ammo for there and there. Do they have any more on the market here? They do. Let's go ahead and just purchase all of that. We did lose another AC-20, but we do have one here. I mean, we're going to lose some damage. We're going to lose a lot of damage, actually. Let's just go ahead and start work on that one. We'll travel to another planet to see if maybe they have a little bit better a rare mech for sale over here. You know what? Let's go over here and see what kind of mech they have for sale. Oh, see, because we had to wait 70 days anyways for our pilot to be back up and ready to go. See if they have any better weapons over here as well. If they have a rare mech like another like 100-ton mech, we might look into buying it. So we got here. They have an Annihilator. What a surprise! And they have 2 Atlases as well. This only has AC-10s on it, though. That's a little bit of an odd situation there. All right, I want to point something out here. So this one is missing its torso here, it looks like. But this one's only missing both its legs and its head. So I don't know how that works, by the way. Lewis, they also have a Cyclops here. But here's the thing, though. With this one, I'd rather have the LBXs on that one. If you know, you can imagine have 8 LBXs on the field at once. That would be... It's only $8 million. It's actually not a bad deal. Because I have 13. That's you know. All right, let's look at actually equipment. See what kind of equipment they actually do have an LRM-15 streak with Artemis. Well, it's not cheap though. All right, well, let's actually go back through here and sell some of this stuff because. Oh, hold on, inventory. Because we can. I think I'll never use an AC-10 again, so we'll get rid of all of those. AC-5s I could care less about. Let's get rid of those. The extended range large laser, I think I'll keep that one for now. Large pulse laser, not a bad one. I'll keep it for now. The Artemis 5, I'm going to sell that one. Small lasers I can sell. The SRM-6 I'll sell as well. We're at 12 million. Is there any battle mechs we can get rid of? Just, I mean, like maybe the Hunchback. I mean, we're really doing some harder missions, or like the Stalker. Stalker, they're going to give us $3 million for, and we could actually use the money. Like, I don't see what we would use this for anymore. Because I mean, that's a what 85-ton mech. You know, I'm thinking we're okay to get rid of it. I'll keep the quick draw, and then I'll keep these 4, and I'll keep these 5 up here or 6 up there. So, I mean, let's be honest here, they're kind of price gouging us at 5.9 for an Annihilator. Just saying, but yeah. Rest of them are still being repaired, so let's head over to the next place and maybe see if there's another mech over there we might want. Of course, this rare mech would be an urban mech with an AC-20 on it, knowing our luck, but go ahead and pitch this. Oh, it's another Annihilator. Alright, well, holy cow. This one interests me. Although they also have a Highlander, but it's not a 100-ton mech. But if you look here, no ballistic weapon slots. It's all all laser slots, which is true. I mean, think about this though. I have that extended range large laser, a couple pulse lasers. That might be a mech we pick up. Although they don't really have much in the way of lasers here. They got a couple PPCs. Do they have any LBXs over here? They don't. Alright, well, that Annihilator, though, is intriguing because that's a lot of weaponry on it for laser-wise. There we go. We got another Annihilator. This one, I gotta edit because I want to put some better weapons on it because I don't think... Oh, inventory, please. Lasers. Holy cow. I don't know how many heat sinks this thing has, but it's a lot. Let's see, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 24, 25, 29 in both arms, and so 33 heat sinks in this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it needs every bit of that, but... Alright, here's what we're going to do. PPCs are out. Extended range large laser, large pulse laser. Look at this. The max range just went up a ton. That's a miracle. Alright, taking these 2 medium lasers out of there. Medium pulse laser there. Anything more on the market that we could use? And those large lasers, I mean, that's probably what we're going to go with. And then I don't really have anything else. No more pulses. All right. Well, we're going to have to travel around a little bit for pulses. But if you look here, I've already shed 6 tons off of this thing. We can find a couple more. If we can find a couple more medium pulse lasers, that would be amazing to put on this thing. Get like 3 more of them to put on here, and that would put us up to 6. But we also, I mean, they're wrong. Taking the PPCs off is actually, we're going to save a little bit of weight with that one. Star map. Let's travel back. We already looked here, I believe. But we have to go through there anyways. So let's just go through here. The only thing we're wasting is days. And see if there's any more like pulse lasers or something like that on the market we could snatch up. We can sell the PPCs. I don't like using PPCs, so we know it's an annihilator, but it's not a great annihilator. So let's go to market, equipment, lasers, new. All right, so next place. If not, I can stick with some medium lasers and stuff like that in there. It's not a huge deal, but I'd prefer to have some more lasers on there. I don't even know what the grouping on that would be. Good lord, I don't. It seems like a lot of lasers, especially in one place. I have a large laser here, but that's it. Did people not believe in pulse lasers out this far? Is that what's happening? Looks like all of our mechs are now fixed, so that's a good thing to see. And once again, if we start running low on money, we can start selling some mechs off, like the grasshopper or things like that. We really don't need them anymore, I don't think. So, but we got $6.3 million still, so I'm not too concerned with it. All right, market, please. Equipment. There's some better large lasers. Let's go ahead and snag those up. Inventory, though, PPC, we can go ahead and sell those. All right, let's go back to the battle mechs here. We'll go to the annihilator that's not painted yet. There. Take off these 2 large lasers because I do have a lot, tier 2 ones. And if you look here, we're already saving weight. We're already doing more damage now. So that's, I mean, fair enough. It's probably a little less damage than what we had on there, but, still ain't too bad. This would be a good mech if we could find anti-missiles for this one, aim systems. That would be awesome. Let's see. Maybe they have them over here. We can try. No, it does not look like they have any aims over here. Unfortunate. They do have a lot of LBXs, so if we do need them, they do have them here. That's a good thing to see. And it is the last planet in this industrial hub. We could probably go over. We can try maybe going over here. These are 14. That's 13. So I don't know. I think though with this battle mech, we are under tonnage for it. Let me actually cancel this real quick and see if there's anything else we can do to actually maybe boost this. Boost this a little bit more. Let's see, large laser. Put those on there. Put the medium laser back on there. Max armor. Let's max the armor out on that thing. At least for now, it gives us 160 more points of armor. Oh my god, that's a lot of. Look at this stuff. Cooling heat's a 4.1. I think my annihilator is like a 1.9. It's almost it's not quite. It's actually double what my annihilator is. Speed still sucks. I think it might even be worse than mine is. Hold on. I know it's the same. Okay, never mind. So, well, we got another one. We need to paint this one. I'm going to paint this one a little bit differently. Just number 1, try something else different on them. But number 2, it really needs to show that this thing is on fire most of the time because it is so hot. I thought about using hot rod. You know what? Why not? Let's have some fun with it. It's a pretty neat one. So the primary color on this one, I probably will keep it that, but I do want to change the primary to it. Well, if I change it to the orange, I have 6431. It might blend in. Yeah, the orange might. So let's change this more to a red. Like a dark red, maybe. Maybe not. Let's change it more to a red, please. That's not quite what I wanted there. There we go. That's not too awful bad. That's a little too faded. I think that'll work out pretty well. Unless we brighten this or darken that orange up a little bit. We brighten it up a little bit now. Okay, I'm okay. Ooh, that looks... I think that works. Looks like the whole mech's on fire because it probably will be with how many lasers it's firing. Okay, I'm good with that. I mean, I could nickname... I haven't given any nicknames to any of my mechs, which I'm a little surprised at. Let's go ahead and just do that really quick. There's a couple I want to change to. This one's going to be called... Hold on. This is going to be called Big Al. Because, if you guys look in the lore, in the original, like the first MechWarrior game I ever played, MechWarrior 3, there was an Atlas in there, and the like opening cutscenes, and his name was, the pilot name was called Big Al, so that's why I'm naming that mech. It is now currently called, well, hold on. Did it not keep it? Hold on, paint mech. Yeah, it says Big Al there. Let's apply. Maybe it just doesn't show it there. And then this one we'll name the oven because it's that hot. We can call it the forge. Hold on. The forge, because like blacksmithing, kind of forge and fire, whatever, But I'm a big fan of that show. I think it's kind of funny. And then King Crab, I don't know. We can name it Sebastian from Little Mermaid Disney joke. It's great. I'm okay with it. P-A-S Sebastian. There we go. And then what do we name our Annihilator? The one with the LBXs on it. I don't know. I thought we'd call it Birdshot because it looks like when we fire all of our LBXs, it looks like it's like we'll call it Buckshot, which is pretty good. But it's a pretty good name for it. So there we go. So we've got all four of our main mechs. We'll replace the Victor for now. So all four of our main mechs actually have names, although it does not show on here what their names are, which is a bit odd. I don't know where else where they would show it. But let's actually go view that system. We'll go ahead and travel out to it. It's going to cost us $350,000. We'll go ahead and set course for there. Cost us a bit of money on that one, but that is just fine. Alright, we gotta go speak to the Rihanna first. So I don't know why those aren't... There we go.
I've completed my initial scans. This planet appears to be the location of a lost Starlink spaceport. Unfortunately, it also appears that, once again, Comstar have gotten way before us.
Why were these coordinates so important to Yamato if Comstar already had them? Why were they worth killing for?
I don't know. The more pertinent question is, how does this location tie into your father's past? Let's focus on that for now.
Is the briefing ready?
It's waiting for your sign-off.
Good. It's time we get some real answers.
Okay, so guys, it's about quarter till 3. I've about an hour and 15 minutes left. I don't know how much, or I'm gonna try to do at least probably 1 or 2 more missions, but if you've been here a couple times and you saw earlier, it might take us a little bit for these missions. So we'll try to do as many as we can, or try to get through them as much as we can. But I think we're ready for this mission here. It costs to give us $750,000. Let's go ahead and do it. It's on 95 difficulty, and they're only giving us 390 tons. What buttheads? So you're saying I cannot use the forge in the first mission we do? All right, well, whatever. This is a campaign mission, so it's probably like a capture mission. If I had to guess, I probably want to get some damage coverage and probably some seatbelt payouts. We'll get 10 salvage points. We'll get 12 actually, just so you have a little bit of extra there. All right, so we're actually at 380 tons. We can't bring the big boy out, however, though. Can bring all 5 of the big mechs. I think the Victor's gonna be our best option here. But I did realize something. I think the King Crab is actually missing one of its guns. Hold on, it's still being edited. What? Oh, I messed up. Crap. Hold on. All right, hold on. We're going to have to go back and reload, I believe, this one. Because the king crab doesn't have one of its guns on it. And we'd have to fly back out to that place. You know, oh, it did not load. Oh, it's loading now. We have to fly back out to the place, wait the couple of days for them to mount the AC-20, fly back out there. We're wasting a lot of money that way. If we go back and reload this, hopefully then we won't have to. We can just fix the mech there and then start flying it. We'll have to listen to that cutscene again, but I think we can skip right through it though, so it's not too awful bad. Yeah, I completely forgot that the king crab didn't have the AC-20 on it, because that's a big thing, especially for that king crab. I mean, it's two big things: it's two AC-20s, a large laser, and then it's long-range missiles. So, bit of an issue. All right, let's see where we're at right now. King crab. Edit loadout. Let's go to AC-20. Do they have the market have a better one over here? They just have the better burst fire ones, don't they? It looks like it. They never have. I've never seen an ultra auto cannon 20 in this game yet, so let's do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not ideal. Why is this so? Oh, it's white. Hold on. We do have an LRM-15 with Artemis 5. Let's put that back on there, and then let's get rid of this LRM ammo and put the Artemis ammo in here. LRM ammo with Artemis. Where is that at? I don't know. Thought we had some. I guess we don't. But we can do that. Valid only. LRM Artemis ammo. 2 in there. You know what? We might as well buy the last couple of Artemis ammos from here, just so that in case we lose some, we have them. So there we go. So we actually are upgrading the mech just a little bit more. Now we can view system and we can travel out there. Because the work's already being started, it'll refit it, and then we can go out there. So, all right, we lost a couple minutes. Oh well, no big deal. We can fix that. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream too. It was a little frustrating with that mission, but it was still, I think, it was still kind of fun to see how all this goes together. So we'll see.
Commander, I completed my mission.
Left mountain. We can skip right through this. All right, cool. Reckoning, accept that. Go to contracts, accept this. We need to actually do this first before I forget this. We wanted 12 of that, and we'll get the rest in C-Bells. All right, that works. Now, King Crab and everything's back up. So we're at 380 tons. I think we'll be okay with that. What still kind of drives me crazy, though, did I not, is there a way you have to save this? Hold on, paint mech. Because this is not called Sebastian anymore, and I'm a little upset. Oh, got caps lock on. Bastion. And then... wait, enter? I don't know. I don't know. It's driving me a little crazy here. We'll go through and just rename them, because I know technically we have to switch games with it a little bit, but and we're calling this one the Forge. We didn't paint this one either, because we changed the change games. FF6431. Brighten it up as much as we can. And the red. A little deeper red here. That looks pretty good. We call this one the Forge. Apply that back. And then this one we already named this one. And change it to Big Al. There we go. And back. And then go to contracts. Yeah, I don't know where that name would go. I don't know. Drive me a little crazy, but I think everybody's ready. I don't see anything out of place here. Do have a couple more tier 5 weapons on this mission, so fingers crossed we can get through this one a little bit better than the last one. I don't know what. See, that's the problem with campaign missions. We don't know what we're doing. Like the last one, we kind of knew. All right, we're taking out a base. It was like a raid contract, but it was not. It was only one area. It was a demolition contract. That was actually a little bit better situation. But the problem is with this one, we just have no idea what we're doing. It's like try to figure out what's happening. Well, that doesn't really help me on what we're doing. Last time we found a research center, so this is an old starport, so we might be facing some different air vehicles, stuff like that. We might actually come across maybe a different dropship, like a Fortress class dropship. That might be kind of interesting. We might take that out. So who knows? We'll see how this mission goes, though. And to be honest with you, it might be easier. I don't know if we go with the four 100-ton mechs. If I actually switch over to the all laser configuration. The reason I say that, hold on, I can't cancel this. I'm gonna switch these two guys between the Victor and the King Crab. Oh, there we go. The Ford, Buckshot, Big Al, and Sebastian. I want to switch him out with the Victor because he's got a little bit better, actually a lot better gunnery. And that AC-20, these two AC-20 will do a lot more damage. Same with missiles. Actually, he's a lot better pilot than I thought he was. Huh. Anyways. Yeah, actually might be easier for me to switch over to those laser ones. I've already got a 9 out of 10 on laser and 8 out of 10 on the heat. If I can find some more pulse lasers, I'd love to find some more pulse lasers for that mech. Put like 4 medium pulse lasers. I'm okay with the 4 large lasers. The thing would probably overheat like nobody's business, but essentially what I'd have to do is just chain fire the 4 large lasers and then probably just one hit the medium lasers. It would be a hot mech, but it would be still fun. Got some good music going on this one.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The spaceport is just up ahead, Commander. We already know Comstar is here, but we don't know how many forces they have on site or how prepared they are for a fight. If we're lucky, maybe we can catch them off guard.
Knowing us, we are the slowest mechs in the world, so probably not the most. We're like the worst like stealth team ever. We're the biggest mechs you can get in the game, so the biggest radar signature, and we're some of the slowest mechs in the game. So stealth is not our strong suit here. We just make up for it in raw firepower. That's what we do. I think I can see some of the buildings on the spaceport now. We got some seagulls flying around. That's pretty neat. I think that was seagulls. I could be wrong. There's some sort of bird there. That looks like a spaceport to me. I don't really know, but... Alright, let's see what we got here. Worries me I haven't seen anybody yet, so who knows. I'm gonna head over here now. Alright, well. I mean, this place does look derelict. I can confirm that it does look that way. Oh well, that's okay. Usually, oh yeah. Oh, I missed. Well, I don't think I missed. I just didn't kill him. So, oh, it's a raven. Oh, didn't expect to see one of those yet. So a raven is an interesting mech. It has, if I'm not mistaken, it actually has some sort of electronic warfare on them. The electronic warfare actually can mess with your missiles and things like that. So, yeah, kind of a good thing to get rid of quick. We got a crab back here. King or crab meet king crab. We call him Sebastian. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So some of these mechs are, or some of these guys are not going to be too awful to take down. Seems a little too quiet. I mean, we got through that fight pretty unscathed, and that's, I don't know. It just seems like this mission's going to either be a really long one, that's a lot of walking, or there's going to be a really big fight at the end of this, and that's what I'm kind of concerned about. We can actually pop out here and enjoy the view. This actually looks really nice. The mountains and everything. I don't think it gets enough credit for how good the game looks. You see that about every mission, it seems like. I don't know. So I don't know if that was the actual spaceport or not, because it still says investigate it. That looks like a small city that was there. I don't know, maybe. I mean, that could have just been the city, and then, like, you know how they build airports just outside cities, or a lot of them. That's kind of how it's doing here. I don't know what our King Grab's doing, but it's not doing what I told it to do. Let's slow down a little bit. Yep, that's what I figured. Alright, well, where are they coming from? SRM carrier. Ooh. I don't know what. They probably another SRM carrier if I had to guess. But they tore them up pretty good. Is that a Burstfire AC-20? Ooh, LRM-40 carrier. That's something we need to take out. Although I don't see them. That's kind of the issue. Missiles can kind of go around hills. My lasers cannot. What do we got up here? LRM carrier. Not really too awful bad in the way of enemies so far. I mean, my guys are tearing right through everything. I'm trying to use as little LBX ammo as I can, just in case we do have to have a big fight later. And most of these guys don't even really need them. Most of my guys can actually take them out before I even get a beat on them. So. one gone. Second one gone. With a demolisher, we need to get rid of that guy ASAP. Alright, there's another one down. I wonder what King Crab is yet again. I have no idea what the King Crab's doing. I think he punched through a wall or something. I don't know. This seems like a pretty big area for a spaceport. Number one, it's a pretty big area. Number two, it's in the middle of mountains. I just thought about that. This would be not a great place to land ships at. Unless you had a really wide area. I mean, this is kind of wide, I guess. I mean, if you had smaller ships, I guess you could land them here. But I don't think some of the bigger drop ships that you could bring, I don't know if you would be able to fit them down here. I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking that. There actually is a mission in BattleTech kind of similar to that. Essentially, these ships are coming into land, but they need guidance satellites. It's in a mountainous area like this, and during the mission, you actually take down all 4 satellites. And but essentially, when you take out all 4 communication relays, I think there were 3 or 4, I don't remember. They just crash to the mountains and kills a lot of people on board. A lot of enemies. You know, they're not great people, but you know, gotta love those extended range lasers though. Before we even get into range, they're already down. This kind of worried me. I haven't seen. There's not been a lot here, and that's for a difficulty 95 mission. That doesn't bode well for us. Right, we're walking through this urban center now. Or I mean, we just demolished a couple of them, but. There we go. That was quick. 4 shots with the LBXs. A lot of helicopters coming in. Also a mech behind us, which I want to figure out what that is first. Oh, it's a Wolverine. You probably need to take that out. Helicopters for my guys real quick here. There's them both down. Now we can focus on the Wolverine, which is pretty much dead already. Yeah, that didn't take too much. Alright, well, we're still investigating the spaceport. Yeah. I really think they kind of make that rifleman a jump scare, almost kind of thing, where it's just all of a sudden, boom, there's a heavy mech there. But he fell pretty quick. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking this, but... I'm gonna let these guys catch up just a little bit because I don't want to walk in here by myself because who knows what's going to go on. Especially because this is actually kind of it seems like a little bit longer mission than most.
Comstar has already started excavation operations searching for lost tech. Look out below. Doesn't appear they've been here for too long, or made much progress thus far.
Also a good thing. All right. There's some VTOLs coming in. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. There look like there's ships on the ground. I get $10. We're going to start taking those out, or something of the like. All right, guys, can you get up here and start hitting these guys? Because I don't have long range at all. I mean, I do have the ultra. Ooh, do have those, but you know, I don't want to use them too much. Ooh, we got some missiles. All right, we gotta get up here. Take those guys out. I don't know what that is. That's a partisan. Okay. These guys we need to take out because 2 AC-20s. I mean, still, that's a lot of firepower for a little tank like that. Well, let's say little. It's a pretty big tank, but all right. Well, I got my butt handed to me a little bit. I've lost armor on one arm already, which is not ideal, especially since we don't have any idea of how much more we're gonna have to take of this. Ooh, it's a demolisher. There we go. Let's wait here for our other guys because they're taking their sweet time. There they are. Thankfully, they're actually are faster, the mechs, so. Triggered anything else here, so. We'll walk down this path here because we might be able to cut it a little bit off going that way, but I think this might be the easier, might be a little easier this way. Or I'm walking into a huge trap. I'm not sure. There's a ship down over there. Like it's been there for a little while though. So yeah, this place is absolutely massive, I guess. And I guess right here we got enough opening. You probably could land at larger ships here too, so. Fair enough. Alright. I can see that you could probably put a spaceport here. Are you guys gonna start killing these guys or what? Alright, well. Trying to get rid of this demolisher really quick here. There we go. That's not a Kintara. I was like, that's not a Kintara, that's a Griffin. It's like, but I think I had the wrong guy targeted. Alright, Griffin. Would you not just die, please? Oh, it was a headshot. Alright, I can live with that. I cannot save here, unfortunately, or I would. Because I got a feeling this might be a little harder than just clearing a few guys out. This is eliminating all Comstar forces, so yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know. But yes, there is dropships that are bigger than one we have. And the one we have holds 4 mechs at once. I mean, that one held, the one back there held 12. There's a Fortress class dropship that was around in the Star League era. There's the one that'll hold 3 lances of mechs, so 12 mechs at once. That thing's massive. And I'm thinking about this. Drop 12 assault mechs down at once, and that thing can do it. That's kind of the thing we're looking for. Well, the lights actually work. That's a little concerning. Somebody's got the power back on. I mean, it can't be this easy that we just walk up here and capture this. Well, see what's going on here. I don't think it's going to be this easy. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm still investigating the spaceport, I guess. Where to next? Oh boy. Alright, well. Still going a bit. I didn't think it was going to be that easy, but oh well, we'll keep on going here. So I got a feeling that we haven't seen the last of those mechs yet, because I don't know. You would think there might be a couple assault mechs around here. I don't know that for a fact, but we'll see. Anything yet? Don't see anybody. This isn't ideal, but all right. I figured I at least would have seen somebody by now. Anything fun over here? I don't see anything, but doesn't mean there's nothing over here. Alright, Victor, can you get out of the way there? Thank you. Should we have a mech pop out here? Yep. What are we looking at here? Don't see him. Nor do I hear the ship, which I thought I would, but I guess not. I don't hear him. I don't even have an objective on my screen anymore, which is a bit odd. I hear him now. There it is. Let's back it up a little bit. Alright, there we go. Destroy the Black Knight first, guys. Yep, this is what I'm concerned about. Alright, Ryan next. Are we not going to fire anybody? Alright. It went through 3 of my mechs and hit me. What in the world? Alright, well, this absolutely sucks because we have to restart that whole mission over again. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load the game. I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to use the restroom because I'm going to use the restroom really quick. And then I will be back. We're going to try to get this mission done. I mean, we know now it's... Essentially, if we can kind of just conserve ammo until that last one, I got a feeling it's probably going to be the end. 2 assault mechs, one's a... we got a Black Knight, an Orion, and a Highlander. I don't know what the other assault mech was. But if we can make it to that point again, like we did, I don't think we'll have too much of an issue. But I don't know how... somehow, one shot made it through everything. I think it was actually a headshot, which is unfortunate because it could just be an AC-20 shot to the head there. And that kind of sucks. But I'll take my headset off here. So I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm only going to be gone like 2 minutes at max. So if you need to use a break or take a break, go now. And so get a little extra time than I do. But I'll run upstairs, use the restroom, come back. And we'll try to complete this mission. We got about a half hour left. And if we have to run a little long, I can certainly do that. So we'll see. Hopefully this won't be too awful bad. But, oh, it's a long mission, though. It is a bit of a long mission, especially with these slow mechs. They are, but we need them for the end. So, because the Black Knight we took down pretty quick, and the Orion was probably about half down already. So, I think we can do it. I think we just need to be a little more careful. That's all. All right, come on, game load, so I can pause you. I mean, kind of the other idea I could take is trying to actually create is taking the energy atlas and just using that. But I don't know, guys. We'll see if we can get this done. I'll be right back. So let me go and mute my game here. I don't think the game audio is going right now because I haven't paused, but that's okay. So I will be right back, guys. Just give me a couple minutes and I will be back. Who knows? All right. But we're going to be back into the game here. Let me pop back over there. There we are. We're going to resume. Get this mission back going again. Uh-oh. Well, that's an issue.
Sensors online.
So, my game is still paused.
All systems nominal.
That's not good. Something's not right. Yeah, my screen's frozen. Alright, that is odd to say the least. Yeah, I've got nothing. If I hit resume, like I can see it on OBS. I can see what's going on there. What in the world? Yeah, I can see the mouse moving. Maybe if I click off and click back on it. Yeah, guys, I've got nothing anymore. I think I don't know. I think the game froze or what? Return to title, maybe? Yeah, I've got nothing over here. That's probably, what, a 10-minute? I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. With the amount of technical issues I've had today, it's a little odd. And I might end a little early. Because for some reason, I can't... My main monitor is completely just shut off. Or it's not shut off. Imagine just having the pause screen, and I can move the mouse over it. I can't highlight anything or whatever. Let me find if I just go to quit. Confirm. I have no idea. Let me try to pull the game back up. I'd like to finish that, but finish it, but I don't know how long. It might take a minute for it to reload. We've had every issue, I think, today. We've had a blue screen. We have some audio issues. We've had my computer lagging on me. We've had just about everything happen today. It's been great. But, no, it's something that hopefully I can fix. The joystick thing's pretty simple to fix, I think, hopefully. We'll see. So I continue. This should load us back into that mission, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. So right now it's 3:29, so we'll see what time it is when we actually load into it. Hopefully we can get back to that point. I think we can beat it. I don't think it's too hard of a mission to do. And they're only giving us 390 tons. So, even with the mix we have, I think we'll be okay. I think, like, what we could do, we could use the Stalker, which would give us 5 more tons, but I don't think it would be much better than the Victor. I'm trying to think what... The Highlander. The Highlander is the 90-ton assault mech. So, or the Cyclops. The Cyclops, is that an 80 or 90? The Cyclops is a 90-ton. So we can have a Cyclops, which I don't think is much different than a Victor in and of itself. So, I don't know. That was really weird. I've never seen that kind of bug before where you guys could see perfectly on what the game was actually doing. But on my screen, it was just like stuck on the pause screen. Like, it was not quite like screen burn, but similar to that, I guess. It's gonna be kind of sad. If we complete this mission, and it's kind of a question mark if we're gonna complete it yet or not. We've only completed one actual mission in this whole game, so that's not great. I'll be honest with you. We've had some good fights, but that first mission took up the first half of the stream, and then when I had to reset my computer, it's probably a good 10 or 15 minutes there. We just didn't do much on the screen, unfortunately. We had some really good fights, but we'll figure it out. Alright, I can see now. I can see the mech's moving. I got some flashing lights. You can put the night vision on. I don't know why you would here, but you can.
Reactor online.
Didn't know I knew there was night vision in the game. I just didn't know how to turn it on. Apparently you just press N
All systems
for
online.
night. I guess we kind of do catch them off guard a little bit, since we only have to fight those really 4 big... you got 4 big mechs at the end. The 3 we know and the 1 we don't. And then we have that rifleman, and there's a couple of demolisher tanks, but other than that, there's not really much in the way of heavy resistance. So, I don't know. We'll try to get through this one a little bit better. I actually got to the point, right before the rifleman fight, I actually had not taken a single point of damage yet, which I thought was pretty interesting. My mech was completely white in the bottom left-hand corner. That way, I don't know, it was kind of surprised, because usually it'll turn like just a tiny bit yellow or something like, but no. Full bar, full health bar, full armor and everything, so. Freeman's a little bit of an odd guy, I'll be honest with you. So hopefully we can kind of repeat that performance, and then we can maybe get a little less damage on there. I don't know what fight. I guess the fight right beforehand with the Trebuchet or the Kintaro and the Griffin. If we can get that down a little bit better, I think we can actually, do this. We actually can beat this one a little bit easier. Because I'll be honest with you, if we don't do it this time, I don't know if we'll have time for a third attempt, at least this stream. So we'll see. But we're just now re-entering the spaceport.
Enemy patrol, Commander. Looks like the element of surprise is out the window.
And you're walking right towards it, dude. What in the world are you doing? He's already lost a good chunk of his health already. Other than that, I'm still good. King Crab's still full. Victor's looks like taking a couple of shots, but the Atlas, for some reason, decided it wanted to be right next to a nuclear reactor as it was blowing up. I don't understand that. Although I don't know what fuel. I was kind of thinking about this because technically it is a nuclear reactor. It's a, if I'm mistaken, it is a cold fusion reactor, and I think they use, is it hydrogen maybe to use to actually to fuse those together and to get power. I could be wrong about that. But like I don't know, like what would it release is my question. A lot of energy, of course, but what else would it emit that would cause a lot of damage to a mech? It's really interesting with mechs though. I mean, some of these mechs are hundreds of years old, so they've done this a couple times. But like refueling a mech, they said if the fuel cores are damaged or whatever, they only have to refuel mechs like every 5 years or something like that because it's all nuclear. But and they'll use that many, I guess, or that much fuel. I don't know. But like I mean, it's like any nuclear thing. Like you really don't have to pay. Like you refuel it once, and it's good for like 20 or 30 years. There's like if you look up I think it's the nope, got some more stuff here. I think these are just tanks, but that's okay. But if you look like go Google like the I think it's the the Gerald R. Ford like aircraft carrier. It's an all nuclear aircraft carrier. They only have to refuel like 3 times in its entire lifespan of like 50 or 60 years. It's incredible. That's kind of the thing about nuclear stuff. Same with nuclear submarines. They don't have to refuel them like maybe once or twice in their lifetimes. So I mean, technology like that exists, and that's kind of the neat thing. It's like, now fair enough, we don't have walking mechs in the real world, but we do have a lot of the technology that we could start maybe making stuff like that. I mean, they've already started creating robots that can stand on their own. If you look at things like, is it MIT that's doing that? They have the dogs that actually they can stand up by themselves now. I think it's pretty neat. So, yeah, it just it's neat to see technology that could very well lead to something like a battle mech. And there's other mechs out there that are not battle mechs. There's harvester mechs like for farming and agriculture. Mining's a big one, especially the Griffins. If you ever watched Death from Above, If you ever watch Death from Above, one of the guys actually has a mining griffin that they use, just for drilling or whatever. But it actually has a big drilling arm that it can melee attack with. It's pretty neat. There's a demolisher as well. I thought there was one here. Oh, they're both demolishers. Awesome. There's one down. There's the other one down. All right. So I'm just trying to be a little more strategic on how I use my LBXs. A little bit easier this way, I think. And this is the point. I think the next waypoint is where we fight the rifleman and the rifleman and Wolverine, maybe. I think. Could be wrong about that, but if you notice, I really haven't stopped this entire mission. I want to try to get to that last part, because I think once we kill those 4 mechs, I think this mission's over and we can see what we have. It'd be kind of cool if we could use that dropship, though. I don't think we're going to, because that would mean we have to get rid of probably our little panther, but or is it panther? That's not a. Is it panther or leopard? I'm like it's a big cat. I just don't remember which one it is. The leopard class dropship. I mean, they have some pretty big turrets down here. I mean, fair enough, they're turrets, but I mean, 4 medium lasers ain't anything to laugh at. I have 4 medium lasers on mine, but I also have the 4 ballistic weapons too that are absolutely terrifying. I wonder if I can actually command them to go into the city. See if I can. Hold on. Let's see if I can just stop. Will they go past me here? Oh, looks like they are. It looks like the Victor's actually going up first, which is not ideal. I want him to stop for a second. I want to wait out here and then have them trigger the event and maybe pull that rifleman out first, and then maybe have like either the King Crab or the Victor take some hits first for us, so that we can kind of spread the damage across all of our mechs instead of just one or two mechs taking the brunt of everything. Alright, here's what we're going to do. That truck right there, rally at that truck. And look at that support mech. Oh, it's a Vindicator. That's what it was. And yes, you're right. I am staying back a little bit because I do want to not take as much damage. All right. Well, now that the Annihilator is taking a beating. Alright, helicopters. That's not too awful bad takedown. One more left over here. There's actually a Wolverine behind us. Did I accidentally hit my Atlas with one of the LBX rounds? I very well may have. Not ideal. It looks like it's lost a leg. Well, it's not the worst component to lose. However, it does make that mech a lot more vulnerable because because if not, or if it loses its other leg, it's down. Which is probably not the worst way to lose a mech. I mean, we have to replace some heat sinks and things like that, but still not terrible.
By the looks of it, Comstar has already started excavation operations searching for lost tech. Luckily for us, doesn't appear they've been here for too long or made much progress thus far.
Alrighty, so it looks like there's a couple of these VTOL guys. And this is where I think a lot of the tanks come in. Like some of the bigger there's a bigger tank fight here. There's one of those guys down. He didn't go down. He's still not going down. There, he's down now. We need to kill some of those guys first. Alright, well, I took a few hits, but I'm still decent on most places. And the center the torsos have the most armor anyway, especially on the front. So I'm not too concerned. I'd rather have my Atlas behind me. So let's see here. Alright, we got that waypoint. We're heading to the next one. This is the one that should have the Kintaro and the Griffin, and there should be like 6 or 7 tanks around it. This one's not too awful bad, but also gotta be a little more sparingly with the LBX ammo because I'm running a little low on it.
That Union dropship? Yeah. Extraordinary, isn't it? When it was still in service, that thing could carry 12 mechs into battle all at once. 3 full lances. From what I'm seeing, this spaceport was far more than a simple refueling station. Back when Star League was still in charge of the Inner Sphere, this must have been a key transport hub.
Yeah, before the Exodus, before the Succession Wars. But there's still a lot of valuable stuff buried around here.
Clear out these Comstar forces and we can find out. Or Spears' people can, to be more precise.
I'm on it.
Alright, what is this one? Alright, let's take this guy out first then. Didn't mean to hit both of them at once like that. My thumb slipped, but not a bad way to kill that guy. Tank down here. Let's get rid of that next. There we go. least I picked my Victor to pick on. I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm not, because the Victor is taking quite a few hits too. Alright, we got one more, probably just a tank somewhere. There he is. Ooh, not just some tank, it's a demolisher. It's gone now, but alright, got about 102 or 102 shots left. That's what? Divide that by, well, about it in half is what, 51 shots with half my stuff. So yeah, I'm running a little low on ammo. Let's be honest here. But hopefully this last fight, I've got more armor on my mech, and hopefully I can kind of draw some fire a little bit more than I did last time, at least. You wonder what that King Crab's doing. I mean, you would think that you know, we can get him up into the fight and take. I mean, fair enough. He doesn't. I mean, technically, that we've actually kind of built the King Crab as a long-range mech, just because we, you know, the extended range lasers, the AC-20s are long-range, the LRM-15's a long-range thing. So yeah, we kind of built a long-range mech out of that King Crab, which I guess is fair, but. So what I'm going to do is I'll park the Atlas and the Victor at the gate of that place, and I'll move ahead with the King Crab. So it'll tell me to follow me, and hopefully we can kind of draw them away, or hopefully we can kind of take the brunt of the fight instead of the Victor and the Annihilator, or the Atlas. We'll try that. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we'll give it a try. Although most of our guys are about a half a mile behind us now. I'm wondering, can I go ahead and chain fire? One of these buttons chain fires. I switches everything to chain firing. There we go. So now my LBXs are chain fire, so hopefully I can be a little more accurate with those. How well that's going to work, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll give it a try. Did I go the wrong way? I don't remember walking this far around to go over there. Maybe I did. I don't know. Victor, you can't just stop there. Please don't. There we go. Alright, final fight. One more time. Let's see if we can take these guys down. Alright, so we're going to go here into the left. So we can probably... let's see here. There's the gate. Alright, so my Atlas go to there. My Victor is going to stay back here. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to move the Atlas again. I think I accidentally put him behind that wall, which probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him, but, you know, I still wanted him up here in the fight. Alright, so Atlas, there. Victor, you're going there. King Crab, you're on me. Alright, Victor, are you in place? Victor is in place. Atlas, are you in place? You are not yet. Alright, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Atlas, you go there. This dropship takes a while to get in for some reason. That'll work. Alright, King Crab, you're with me. There they are. All right, let's back up a little bit. I still want to be kind of near these guys, but all right, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, that was a lot. All right, guys. Take out the Battle Master. Oh, that's not. Take out the Orion first. Oh, dang it. I chain fired the wrong thing. Dang it. Chain fire. Chain fire. Alright. You know what? At this point, I don't really care about chain firing. And the Atlas is right up in there. Alright, well. That's not ideal. Well, Atlas, you're in the way. That's the problem. And I've hit that Highliner quite a bit, and he's still looking pretty good. That's not good. I think I'm blown through the center torso armor at least. Cool. That guy's down. Battle Master next. And my mech shuts down. That's not good. Well, you can get out of the way then. I need to shut that down somehow. I know you causes a lot of damage to your mech when you overheat like that, but still, that's something that yep, I know ammo's low. That Battle Master's almost dead though. There we go. Last guy now. Okay, well, I'm gonna sit here and cool off for a second. Well, I have a feeling we might be losing all three of those mechs, which is not ideal. Oh, where we even have to go. Oh, looks like it's up here. Okay. Well, I'm going to lead, because I think I have the most armor out of all of us. Although I only have 7 shots left of the LBX ammo, which is not good, especially if we have to fight anything else. Fingers crossed we don't have to, but knowing these missions, we probably will have to. We're gonna lose this mission. Oh, it's Yamada. Ooh. Alright, hold on. Oh, he dropped a lot. Oh, that was a, that's an annihilator.
You ordered the death of my father. You're not leaving this place alive, Yamada.
Probably why this mission's so hard, because there's so many freaking fights in this one. Yep, and now I am out of, Alright, well, I'll do what I can do best. Hit the head. Hope for the best. I'm coming right, I mean, yeah, I'm making sure the Atlas comes right at me, because I have the most armor. But I think I want to die here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yep. Wow, that's gonna be a pain in the butt mission. Well, guys, I think that's where we're gonna stop the stream for today. So I'm gonna pop out to the main camera here. This is not gonna be an easy mission. I mean, that's Yamada, so that's one of the main bad guys. That's the remaining bad guy, at least. So at least we know what we have to face. Unfortunately, I thought we would be okay after we killed the the 4 salt mechs, but no, we have another salt mech and it looks like maybe 3 light mechs to kill. Not great, I'll be honest with you. So we'll have to do that next week, guys. We're getting towards the end of the stream here, guys. But thank you for joining me today. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it myself as well. If you guys are new here, please go ahead and leave a follow. We're actually up to, I think, 37, I believe. So we only need about 13 more to get that 50 goal, and I'm hoping to get to there soon. If you guys are curious on, if you guys are watching this later, either on Twitch or on YouTube, I do appreciate that as well. If you guys are curious, though, I do stream 3 days a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to come out and join me, chat in the chat room with all the other followers and things like that, it'd be great. Hopefully next time we can do more than just one mission, because that's all we completed today, which is unfortunate, but sometimes that does happen. We had some really good fights though, and some really bad technical issues. So hopefully Tuesday will be a little bit better with some Planet Coaster. We do play that on Tuesdays. Thursdays I might do some more iRacing as well. Hopefully I won't get as frustrated this time. And on Fridays we'll probably trying to finish this mission up in MechWarrior. So hopefully we'll be able to get this one done. So yeah, looks like I can go right back into the mission here. So okay, guys. Well, until that'll be it for me for this week. I will see you guys on Tuesday next week. So guys, have a great weekend. I hope you have a great one. I got some plans, even if it's just at home. That's even pretty cool, pretty good as well. Stay safe out there, guys, and I'll see you on Tuesday for some more Planet Coaster. But for now, bye. I'll see you later.